We have assumed this kind of criterion. Remember the criterion of truth. We have adopted it. It is not found in existence. In existence, nothing is true, nothing is false. There is nothing true in existence, nothing false in existence. Both are seen, and it is completely subjective and arbitrary to call something as true and something as false. However, if you want to go to the last mile, if you want to go to the last place, ultimate place in the existence, then your criterion must be very, very strong. How is that decided? Again, on direct experience and logic. We see that things that change are not reliable. They do not take us to the final answer. So that is why unchanging is true. A good example is clay and the objects of the clay. Suppose you want to find the truth of all these objects. You can start your investigation. And today it is appearing as a clay pot. Tomorrow it is appearing as a flower pot, clay. Next day it appears as a statue. And so on. Sometimes it becomes brick, sometimes it becomes just a pile of clay, irregular shape. So which one is the true shape of the clay? You are trying to find the truth here. Your intellect will say, well, it can change into anything. So which one is the truth? What is the truth in the clay? And then you can easily conclude that I want the essential thing, not the changing things. Only the essential thing in the clay, objects of the clay, can be called true. And that is where the nature comes in picture, true nature or essential nature. And obviously the intellect will say the clay itself is the truth of all the objects, because it is the one thing that never changes among all the clay objects. So this is the notion or concept or idea of truth. And why do we use this criteria? That unchanging will be the truth? Because we want to find the essential nature of myself. In spirituality, we are investigating myself, the self. There is no other thing in spirituality. Nothing else is important. And we go on using this criterion on everything that we find. What is it that is never changing? And we never find anything. All experiences come out to be false or changing. Now the intellect says, yes, there is something which is unchanging. That is the one to which everything appears. Although it is not something. It is not an object. It is not another experience. It is mysterious. That is called experiencer. If you go on investigating, you will find that the whole existence has only one essence, and it is again the experiencer. There is nothing else. So if I want to call myself as the experiencer, that means I am the whole existence. And this is the biggest discovery of humankind. This is the biggest discovery of the humanity. This is known since many thousand years, and it is unchallenged. This is called ultimate truth. For this reason, if you relax your criteria for true and false, you will find something else which is absolutely okay. That means you are on some other path. That means you are satisfied with something else. My brain is the truth. My memories are true. Yes, perfectly. Because it doesn't really matter, because ultimately there is nothing which is true. It is our selection. It is our decision to define it like this.